this law school was not designed by us. It was designed by the Council of Legal Education. And they said this should be a model if anybody wants to build a campus of the law school. So it is not as if we designed. No. I said, you design. Tell us what you want. How do you want it? So I'll let you know tomorrow. We designed it in our own way. So the DG bought it and said, look, this is what the Council of Legal Education had approved. That's okay. Then we started looking for contractors. I called Julius Berger. They called amount of money that I said, look, I don't want to start a project I cannot finish. This project, I said I must finish it within 1 year. So I told Julius Berger, arrest. I called Lubrix. They gave me a price. I said, these people, are they supporting me at all, or they're trying to discourage me? But this is one project. I said, look, I must do and I must finish. Then I called politicians. I said, look, every time you talk about empowerment, but the condition I will give here, if you are ready to go to jail, take this job. Some of them said, look, we are ready, we will build it. I was afraid. I said, look, if they don't build it now, I go and arrest them. They said, look at him, he's arresting all his supporters. That's okay. It's a risk I will take. All the buildings you see here, each one done by one politician, each one. If you have 17 buildings here, done by 17 people, forget about those who are in Abuja. Oh, each one, one, each one. There's no one that was done by an outsider. All Rivers people. But every morning I'm here. As I'm leaving work, I'm here. I even went and told some of their wives, I said, come, your husband is likely to go to jail. They say, why? I said, because I gave him job. If he doesn't want to go to jail, tell him to go and do my work. And I thank God I did that. So some of them didn't have any excuse to say, oh, I will not be arrested. Their wives knew that they are doing a job. So they were also supervising the job. So some of them came to me, why did you go and tell our wives now? I said, yes, two things. So that the money will not go away. And two, the project will be completed. They were working day and night. Even on Sundays, they were working. We completed this project in 10 months' time. 10 months' time. 10 months' time. It cost us 17 billion naira. We are not owing a dime. We are not owing a dime. So, somebody I read on page on Nuba said, they should ask me what I'm doing with the money that came to River State. Tell your governor to say what he's doing with his money. Come to my state, you will see what I'm doing with River State money. But I will thank, let me just say, I don't praise Mr. President, no. I told Buhari, it's not for me to allow them to do well. My prayer, if they shouldn't do well, so that we can take over. But the truth is that, and let me say it for the first time, so many people ask me, where is he getting this money from? Let me say it. And I want, through the Attorney General, to thank Mr. President. To thank Mr. President. Monies that were not paid to the Niger Delta State since 1999. Money, the 13% deductions, money that were not paid. Mr. President approved and paid all of us from Niger Delta State. And paid us. And for me, it will be unfair not to tell the public. It is not from FAC money. It is the money as paid to me as River State, Delta State, Akwa Ibom State, Edo State, Bayelsa State. And I thank God And I can say it, and that is why today, since 2019 till now, yesterday we commissioned the 9th flyover. On December, we commissioned the 10th flyover. By February next year, we commission 11 and 12th flyover. The other day, we commissioned the Cancer Center, which we named after our leader, Dr. Peter Odley. Jonas Berger built it and charged us 25.9 billion, equipped by GE, General Electric. We paid, no 1 naira is being owed, not one, not one. So, I want to sincerely, from my heart and on behalf of the government and people of the state, thank Mr. President for this. Because, I mean, as an opposition government, he could have as well said, don't pay. You can't do anything. After all, since 1999, the money has not been paid. Did you do anything? So I want to sincerely thank him just on that one. On that one. So that you don't take all now. You know, so but I must say so. And that's what we are seeing here today. And I will appeal to all of us. Yes, forget about the rain. Those people, they are now be disappointed. If you have time, don't rush. Whether you go to the moot court, whether you go to the cafeteria, whether you go to the library, or you go to the classrooms or the hostels, that is what we are supposed to have. Luckily, the National Assembly members are here. Part of our problem in this country is the budgeting system. There's no reason why in the 6 geopolitical zones we should not have a befitting law school campus like this. There's no reason. The problem is this. When they send to National Assembly that they what they want to build, something that will cost 20 billion, for example, they'll put in the budget 500 million for that year. Now, a project that will take 20 billion, you put 500 million naira for that year. And knowing that inflation rate, every year inflation rate will go high. Now, in the next 20 years, you have not completed one project because of our budgeting system. I'm sorry to say, Bamidele, we are still friends, but I'm sorry to say this. You see, when you look at most of the things in the budget, they're unnecessary, very unnecessary. Constituencies, buying of bicycle, keke napep, to who? It's unnecessary. Some are building halls for us, community halls. What is that? What is the business of federal government to build community halls? What is the function of local government? What's the function of state? If this money are taken to strategic projects that will develop our country. That's why I tell my National Assembly members, each time you come back here, you are buying a motorcycle, which is aiding crime in my area. I have banned the use of motorcycle, and you are bringing back motorcycle. Where these cultists, criminals who used to commit crime. We should put our money in things that will develop our country, in things that will develop our state. I believe, and you have that passion. That's why most of the law schools you want to create. I was asking DG, when you go and cite one now in Ekiti, where would you get the money from? Ekiti does not have money to build a law school. But it's true. I'm sorry, the chairman of Board of Benchers. I'm sorry. The truth must be told. Where will you get the money? It's not there. It's not. So you don't need to go and establish simply because you want law school there. How much will you put in the budget? So for me, let us do things, even the ones we have. Let us see how we can improve on them. Go to Bayelsa. We have paid 80% of that money. 80% we have paid to make sure that latest by January, February, that school, that campus, you have to commission it. I will not leave it for anybody to come and commission. I will not leave it. So if anybody thinking that I'll just build and go, no, I will commission it before I go. for whichever way. So I thank you, and I thank the Honorable Attorney General for approving that it should be named after Dr. Nobogram Douglas. When I called our senior lawyers, I said, look, I'm thinking, whom do we name the school after? In fact, so many people, where my head was going to was not what they were talking about. But somehow, we came into agreement. And the day I announced it, every lawyer in the state was happy. Every lawyer was happy. And like the speaker, on behalf of the family, said here, it's not about where you come from. It's about who merits this. Who, among the lawyers in the state, who merits it? It is Dr. Nobogram Douglas. And it's not about because, if another person has merited it, we will do it. Just like, and I thank you for giving us approval before we hand over. If we hand over to people now, we have no road again. To name some of these projects, facilities after some people who have contributed to legal education, particularly those of them from the state. But I want to appeal, yes, this is Nigerian Law School, but just to also protect me, you have to give Rivers State a certain percentage of those that were trained to this law school. Because it will be unfair if I will spend this amount of money and then our children will say, look at it now, we can't even have any quota. Please, so that I can sleep very, very well. I know with Attorney General being here, my request has been approved. Now, when we conceived this idea, now another thing that came to us, how do we sustain it? Is it to build and hand over? And then they'll be going to National Assembly to look for money to run the school. I said, look, we must set a standard so that anybody that wants to set up a law school campus like this should also know, not just building, how do you sustain it? Maintenance is key. In most of government structures, nobody maintains them simply because, not just anyway, yes, the funding may not be there, but the truth of the matter too, sometimes when the funding is there, what happens? So every time we talk about no funding, even the little that is given, if we apply it judiciously, it will not be the way it is. I agree, the funding may not be enough. I used to tell my chief judge. In fact, he sent me text thanking me. I said, that is, God has used me to, now he's the happiest chief judge because I released 80% of his capital vote. Because how many states will release it? 80%. That is 500%. Ordinarily, budget is an estimate. So if we don't have money, what I'll give is what is available. But I said, no. Go ahead. Make sure your courts are working. I don't want to enter a court, no air condition. Why? I won't call a state I went to. I won't call that state. I went to the court. I was so mad. I said, this is a high court. Then when the judge rose, she opened the door. I looked. That is the office of a judge? You cannot believe it. And I don't want that to apply to my state. I want anybody who comes to my state to know that this state is different from other states. If you see what Dr. Peter Lee built, the court he built that time, go and see it. So we don't want to have any low standard. And I have told him, you have to use it very well. I'll be going to the court sometimes. If I don't say anything, I'll call him, CJ. It's like things are not working now. Like, you know that I'll call him because I won't hide it. And if he doesn't do it, I say, okay, next time. I say, well, me too. I don't want to be a good governor. I want to be a bad governor. I will not release money. You go to NJC. Nobody will impeach me. I'm not a judicial officer. They will not seize my allocation So the only thing they will say, that one of the worst governors who have ever had. I agree. I cannot score 100%. Let me score 70 and go. 100% is A, 70 is A. But, yes, I don't need to score 100%. All of us A. Our parents will not ask us which A is bigger. No, it's A. You know. So, we now said, okay, if you go outside, at the left hand, the whole properties there, we acquired it, we paid 2 billion naira to acquire the whole properties there so that they can have something to sustain the school. There's a shopping mall there, which we named after the first DG of law school, Ibironke, which we named after Ibironke. So they cannot complain of federal government have not given us money. They can't. And I have released the money, we agree with them. The 10 million for 4 years, which is 480 million. I've already released it to the Attorney General. And I told the Attorney General, they will sign an undertaking agreement, how they will use this money, so that our money will not go to another law school. No. Every money here must be spent in this law school. I don't want to hear that Enugu has a problem. Let chairman of the delegation fire Enugu will solve their own problem. If Abuja has problem, let Attorney General put it in the budget. So every money you get here, put it here. I don't want you to go outside. DG and the Council of the Education, please, Chairman, Senate Committee, the money is to be applied this place. Let you not go outside. It's okay. How will they do? I asked DG. What we have provided for, so he won't say, oh, take off this. We have given the Deputy Director a Land Cruiser Prado to use as an official car. We have given them 2 Hilux, 2 Hiace buses, 1 ambulance, and 1 fire service truck. So the vehicles are parked outside, not later. Not later. They are parked outside. I don't want to hear, oh, he made a promise. Everything has been done. So for us, we've done our own. It's not remaining for you to make sure that our students, Nigerian students, have that benefit of learning in a very good environment. And let me take this opportunity and say, because if I allow the Council of Education, they may not remember our people. Austin Lega told me, my favorite you are doing, remember your own people too. So we have names of certain facilities here against the following people. The Chief Justice of Nigeria, this auditorium, multipurpose Obubia Justice, Lukayede Ariwala, multipurpose or the Moot Court was named after the former Chief Justice of Nigeria, Mahmoud Mohammed, GCON. The library was named after former CJN, Walter Onogen. The administrative block, of course, in thanking our brother, the Mr. President, who did not play politics, Abubakar Malami, SAN. Then where we have our very good lunch. In fact, when the Attorney General was there last night, we came here around 10 p.m. to see things for himself before today's commissioning. And when he saw the cafeteria, he said, this place is even better than Hilton. And so, as for somebody who has worked, I don't believe when you die, they recognize you, no. Now that you are alive, the DG of the law school will have to recognize you. And so we named that after him. Then the medical center, because his senior brother is a doctor too, and he has been preaching about how people should be well. It's named after Emeka Ngige, senior advocate of Nigeria. The classroom blocks, we named it after Chief Wole Olanipekun, chairman of Body of Dental. Now we have, like I said, there are streets here, streets. The first female chief judge of Rivers State, Daisy Okocha, she has one of the streets. One of the streets, again, is named after our late brother, Lucius Wosu, senior advocate of Nigeria. And the only company that supported us, in Dorama, the petrochemical, the only company that gave us 500 billion. And so we named a street after them too. And then late Granville Abibo, we also named one of the streets against them. Now we have a lot of hostel blocks, and I want you to go to the hostels. You see the courtyard and the rest. One of them is OCJ, Okocha, senior advocate of Nigeria. The second one is Oke Wale, senior advocate of Nigeria. Another one is named after the president of the Court of Appeal, Dombam Mensah. That's named after her. Another one is one of our late leaders, D.M. Wifa, who is, of course, late. And then we also named one of the hostels to the man who legally trained me, E.C. Okala, also named after him. And when you go to the staff area, the lecturer's quarter, there are two blocks. One is named after former CJN, Kasina Alu. And then the last of it is named after our own late leader, Wobidike Wanodi. Yes, Wobidike Wanodi. I believe that from this evening, as you go out, they will open up the graves and you will see the names there. And I think that these people, for our own knowledge, the Executive Council approved that this thing should be named after them in order to encourage other people too. I want to sincerely thank all of them. But let me, in particular, thank Mohammed Beladoke, who has consistently given us support. In fact, I can tell you that this whole idea was mooted by him, and he continued to encourage me. And he has been here since some days to make sure that he participated in this event. Malabi, I most sincerely thank you. And I know that on the 3rd of December, the state will be honoring them as lovers of and supporters of Rivers State. Next week, the CJN is coming to commission Justice Mary Odele Judicial Institute, which will be built to support our judges and magistrates, not as a competition with NJI, no, just to give support. And we believe that magistrates, from time to time, judges from time to time, should be having trainings to, put themselves in order of recent happenings and the legal development. And we'll also commission the Federal Judicial Service Commission, which they say Rivers State should have, and we took it upon ourselves and built a befitting edifice for the Federal Judicial Service Commission that will take care of the entire South. And we believe too, before the end of the year, the Chief Judge will invite most of you to come and commission Dr. Modern buildings for the magistrates. We are trying to move out the magistrates from the High Court and let them stay on their own, to reduce or decongest the High Court premises. So we sincerely thank all of you for coming and believe that God in His infinite mercy will continue to bless all of you and bless the legal profession. I'm very proud, very, very proud to be a member of this noble profession. I don't know if you are not happy with that. I don't know I can do. I don't know I can do. Before you qualify as a lawyer to be life bencher, I must have done my 90th birthday, as the president said. So, sincerely, I thank the chairman, the two chairmen of the National Assembly, and all the civil advocates that came. I don't know how to thank you, but do not be in a hurry. You have already come, so you take time. This reminds my friend, former NBA president. You know, people say politicians, when they make promise, they should keep to it. Is it not? I have made promise and I have fulfilled, is it not? But you promised me before you leave as NBA president, you hand over the reverse floor of the NBA. You have left, you did not hand over to me. Now, you are not a politician, no? And you made promise you did not fulfill. Me, I have made promise, I have fulfilled. So the problem is not only politicians. The problem is all of us. So please, fulfill your promise as I fulfill my promise. Thank you, and God bless you.